Hello there guys and welcome, it's Niran here, and today it is time for episode number 40 of our FIFA 14 Aston Villa Career Mode series. Now by the time you're seeing this video, which will be Sunday I'm hoping, no Saturday, I'm coming towards the end of my exam period. I've also got a week off, so videos will be starting to go up a little bit more in terms of per week, to sort of 3 possibly videos per week, and then after my exams of course finish, I'll be free to go back to every other day. But of course this episode we will be playing Hull and Chelsea, as you can see on the calendar. Hull we do usually actually have some trouble against, and of course Chelsea are just a ridiculous team to play. Last episode we played Manchester United and won 4-3 in the Barclays Premier League to maintain our unbeaten record so far in the league, and we played PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League and won there 3-2. We're going to get straight now into the first game of this episode against Hull, and fatigue was really a problem, especially going into the game with Chelsea. We wanted to have a strong team going into that one. So the team for against Hull will be Zila, Klein, Ake coming in for Papadopoulos with Vlar and Lowton, Maya coming into the side as well as Lacazette and Bakuna to replace Bakali and Juricic. So I almost forgot who my wingers were then. But yeah, so a bit of a not under strength side, if you will, but sort of you wouldn't expect it to be my starting 11. Lacazette and Bakuna coming in, but we instantly were on the front foot. Sebastian Rode getting a chance from a corner early on, a great save though from McGregor, but from the resulting corner we would not be denied, and it would be Ron Vlaar, the Dutchman, after just 5 minutes and just 2 attempts. Of course, the first corner coming in, headed away, a good strike from Rode to force the next corner, which Vlaar promptly put in there, celebrating with his Dutch counterpart Nathan Ake coming into the side to replace a rather tired Kyriakos Papadopoulos himself. Was Fabian Delph playing? No, Grenier missed this game. Papadopoulos missed this game, and then Bakali and Juricic missed this game. But instantly Hull really went forward with Tom Huddleston there with the long range strike, but comfortably over the bar. Nothing Zila had to do with that one. But as you can see, a few minutes later, we would make it 2-0. A nice goal there from Sebastian Rode after the ball over the top. It was either Lacazette or Bakuna, I do believe, with the ball. I think it may have been Alexander Lacazette. What a signing he's proved to be for $3.5 million. Nice bit of control, as you can see there from Rode. And the finish there on the half-volley past McGregor to make it 2-0, despite that whole pressure after our goal. But just a few minutes later, Lowton putting the ball in, a nice header from Benteke and a double save there from McGregor, first denying the header from the Belgian Benteke and then the follow-up from Lacazette. But what a chance Hull were about to have, and Sone Aluko somehow manages to put that high and wide. I really don't know how he missed that at all, but yet another double save was coming from McGregor. The one-on-one there save from Benteke, and then Lacazette's strike was saved too, but Lacazette would not be denied in the 74th minute, volleying it, well, sort of half-volleying it just over the head of the on-rushing McGregor to make it 3-0. And not only had we scored a decent amount of goals, we'd actually managed to keep a clean sheet. And what a game Lacazette was having, setting up, I do believe, that Sebastian Rode goal, and now scoring to make it 3-0. Incidentally, the assist for the first goal came from Max Meyer from the corner. But Leandro Bakuna then would get another chance in the 86th minute, easily saved though by McGregor, but Zila would be key in injury time, denying Sone Aluko. Ignatovic, who came off the bench, his clearance was blocked. Zila went up to catch it, but I think there was either a foul or it was offside there, Aluko, on the follow-up. But Aluko, denied the second time by Zila, really should have scored the first time, and we did manage to keep a clean sheet. An absolute madness, it has to be said, because we do not keep clean sheets on a regular basis. Here are the ratings, though. Ron Vlaar getting man of the match. Good ratings as well for all the defenders, Ake and Klein as well. Zila getting a 7.6, as well as Benteke, Lowton and Rode with good ratings, but Lacazette, look at that with an 8.8. Incidentally, Morpay and Ignatovic coming off the bench, two of the youngsters there. I think Ignatovic came on about 65 minutes, so we got a pretty decent run out after that. He was in the cup, wasn't it, where Ignatovic played? He did a very good job, so I was quite proud of the young Russian, and I gave him a chance there in the team again, coming off the bench against Hull. As you can see here, though, I have got a scout report for a few fullbacks, Kieran Gibbs and Thomas Callas here, and then a few midfielders there being Kondogbia, Matic and Fernando. But moments before that I was looking at, I think it was Alexandro, wasn't it, from Porto, another very promising looking fullback. Might be looking into getting him in January. But as you can see here, some young goalkeepers on the shortlist as well. Gilotti and Ruben Blanco there, just to name a few. And on Doa there, the Cameroonian Barca B goalkeeper, as well as Terranova here of Juventus and Caracciolo of Lazio, Caracciolo, whatever. You know, still an Italian name beginning with C. And basically, I sort of noticed today at some stage that I don't really have a second goalkeeper. And I have Benjamin Siegrist, but I don't have a young goalkeeper who can develop into a good goalkeeper. Segrist has really done most of his growing. He's about 22 now, so I'm going to go out and try and get another young goalkeeper who can develop into something more. But now we are going to get into this Chelsea game, the second game of the episode, and we'll be having a much stronger team than in the first game. So that means Grenier, Bakley and Juricic will all be back in the side. Here is the team though, in full. Zila in goal, Lowton at right back actually this time. Klein was a little bit too tired. Papadopoulos, Blah the centre backs and Baker coming in at left back. Grenier, Westwood and Rode are the midfielders. Bakley and Juricic the wingers and Benteke up front. Westwood coming in to replace Fabian Delph, who's also a little bit tired, as well as Nathaniel Klein. So those guys I think may have dropped to the bench. Luca Longo making it onto the bench as well. I think Stuart Dwyer and a few other young players too. I'm sort of running out of options in terms of just the fatigue at the moment, but seeing as there's an international break coming up after this game, it's not too bad. But this would be a really tough game. Quite a young team, though, put out by Chelsea. Sam Hutchinson and Ryan Bertrand playing with Van Aanholt and people on the bench. We would get, though, the first chance of the game in the 15th minute. Juricic would cut inside with the Ronaldo chop, but a strange decision there from Sirigu to punch it instead of catching it, which he could quite easily have done. We would then get another chance in the 32nd minute. Grenier playing a nice little 1-2. He gets the ball and a good save there from Sirigu yet again. But Bakley would then hit the post on the follow-up. Bakley and Grenier who combined with that 1-2 and Bakley then hit the post in the 37th minute, literally about 2 minutes later. Benteke putting the ball in. This pretty much summed up the game the first half. It was all a little bit congested really, not many chances, but Benteke would get one and force a pretty good save there from Salvatore Sirigu. Moving on into the 41st minute and Bakley there cutting inside, putting the ball in for Benteke, and what a reflection, what a reflex save that is from Salvatore Sirigu. Absolutely incredible. Another save though, this time for Zila would come up. That would be a lot easier in that sense. But then Ramirez getting forward into an absolutely great position and just wastes it. But from the resulting throw-in, do not ask me what Ashley Westwood was doing. He decides to run under the ball, and Llorente is taken out after the shot is taken, which means Chelsea earn themselves a penalty. It was Eden Hazard who earned the penalty, and Papadopoulos who gave it away. He then gets a yellow card. I do not know, though, what Ashley Westwood was doing. Just ran under the ball from the throw-in, and Hazard there with a nice little chip penalty, to be fair. In fairness, that is a very good penalty. I thought he was going to go to the right as we saw it, as stated really by myself, going to the right with one Robert Zila. But that's his 7th goal of the season then for Eden Hazard to give Chelsea the lead. And of course, our unbeaten run so far this season is under huge amounts of threat. It was really a nice penalty there from Hazard. Just a little bit annoying to give away, and probably not one you would see in real life. But just 2 minutes later, and Benteke really should score. Nice little 1-2 between himself and Juricic. But a few minutes later, Lowton from a free kick gives it to Rode. He's got nothing else on, goes for the strike. And what a strike it is. Sebastian Rode in the 76th minute scoring such an important goal and such a good goal. Literally the only reason Sebastian Rode went for the strike just then was because there was nothing else on. I got a free kick in a really stupid position where you couldn't really pump it into the box or shoot, so that was really the only option. It fell to Rode, and what a strike past Salvatore Sirigu in off the post. But another chance would fall Chelsea's way there. The free header and the block really there from Papadopoulos, and then clearing it. I think it was Papadopoulos anyway. It might not have been, but then we started to attack. A nice little cut inside from Juricic, forcing a great save from Sirigu. And from the resulting corner, Chelsea would clear, but only as far as Nzogbia, and the volley, what a save that is from Salvatore Sirigu. Juricic tries to get it back into the box, or Baker, one or two, couldn't quite tell, but it's cleared away in the end. Chelsea went forward again, but Zila just about smothering it in injury time, and that would be the final action of this game, as you're about to see here. There you go. Yeah, that's the final action of the game. Some great chances to score some incredible goals right towards the end there with Juricic and then with Nzogbia later on. But here are the ratings. Pretty average, to be quite honest, really. In fact, Rode and Bakley, the two men who were substituted, were actually the best players for us. Juricic getting a 7.1, another decent rating for him, as well as Lowton and Grenier and Zila getting okay ratings too. But now it is time for the international friendlies. Now, of course, this is an international friendly, so there's nothing to do with the European Cup qualifiers. As you can see, here is the team that will be playing against Ireland in the first one. We'll be playing New Zealand in the second one, but that will be next episode. Vorm there in goal with Van der Wiel, Neutink and De Vries. And as well as Van Aanholt in defence, Van Ginkel, Strootman and Sneijder in midfield, as well as Arjen Robben, Huntelaar and Narsing up front there. De Jong, Willems, Krul, Heitinga, Ola John, Adam Meyer and Vla on the bench. But we would get two quick fire goals in the 22nd and 28th minute. Narsing with the first and Klaas-Jan Huntelaar with the second to go in 2-0 at half-time. A yellow card there for St. Ledger as well early on in the game. Narsing would then score again and the 67th minute to make it 3-0. What a game he was having, what a contribution he was having, and he would later grab his hat-trick in the 84th minute to make it 4-0. 4-0 to us, 3 goals for Luciano Narson, really good contribution from him. Not really someone you would expect to get a hat-trick in a sim game, even though it was, I suppose, at home, technically. Coming off the bench were Ola John there, Adam Meyer, and of course Ron Blah, who of course plays for us as well. I didn't really want him to contribute too much. That's possibly a little bit selfish of myself. But I didn't really want to get him injured or too tired for when he returns to Aston Villa duty. But here is the table at the end of the episode. We maintain our 7-point goal. Wait, hang on. 7-point gap. That's what I was trying to say. 7-point gap over Chelsea, who sit second. Spurs, who lie third. Then Manchester United and Liverpool fourth and fifth. Manchester City 6th. West Brom dropping down to 7th after such a great start to the season. Arsenal there in 8th in front of Swansea and West Ham rounding out the top 10 of the table. Not really great starts to the season there for Everton, Newcastle and Southampton, 13th, 14th and 15th respectively, with Hull and Wigan in the relegation zone, as well as Leicester still plumb last, but they have finally got their first win of the season. Anyway, finally we get a clean sheet as well as a decent amount of goals in one game, so I'm hoping you've enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe if you did, comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much, and I hope you had a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.